Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into something pretty cool today.
Oh, yeah.
Aloe vera.
Aloe vera,
I
interesting.
know you hear aloe vera and you think, sunburn.
Yeah.
But I think you're going to be really surprised by just how much more there is to this plant.
Okay, well, I'm ready to be surprised.
So we're taking a deep dive into a text called Aloe Vera, Nature's Healing Wonder.
All right.
And we're going to cover as much as we can.
Sounds good.
I think by the end of this, you're going to be looking at aloe in a whole new light.
Yeah, I always thought of it as just kind of a one-trick pony for sunburns, but I'm definitely intrigued to learn more.
Right. Me too. Okay, so to kick things off, let's talk about the history of aloe. I mean, this plant has been around for centuries.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating how far back its use goes. Like, did you know the ancient Egyptians actually called it the Plant of Immortality?
Whoa, Plant of Immortality. That's a bold claim.
Right. Talk about setting expectations high.
But, to be used and valued across different cultures and for so long, it must have something going for it, right?
It definitely says something about its effectiveness. That kind of enduring value speaks volumes. People weren't just using it for fun. They saw real benefits from it.
Okay, so let's break down what makes aloe vera so special. It's mind-blowing, but it's something like 99% water.
It is, yeah.
So what's in that other 1% that makes it so powerful?
Well, that's the real magic, right? That remaining 1% is packed with this incredible blend of vitamins, minerals, and all these beneficial compounds. It's like a tiny little powerhouse.
Okay, so we got vitamins A, C, E,
Right.
the antioxidant all-stars.
Yep, everyone's heard of those.
But then it also has like B12, folic acid, and choline.
Right, and those are a bit less common to find in plants.
Exactly. I mean, B12 especially, that's not your typical plant-based nutrient, is it?
Not at all. And that's a pretty big deal, especially for anyone following a plant-based diet. They often struggle to get enough of those essential nutrients.
It's almost like aloe vera is trying to break the mold.
Yeah, it's like it's saying, hey, I'm a plant, but I can still pack a punch.
Right. And hold on, because it gets even better. Aloe vera has a whopping 20 amino acids,
Whoa, really?
including 7 of the 8 essential ones.
Wow.
So basically almost a complete protein source,
That's
which
impressive.
again, you don't see every day from a plant. Why is that so significant, those amino acids?
Well, I mean, amino acids are the building blocks of protein, right? They're essential for like cell growth, repair, basically all bodily functions. And to get 7 out of 8 from a plant source like aloe, that's huge.
Especially for people who don't eat meat.
Exactly. It helps them meet their protein needs without having to rely solely on animal products.
So it's like this nutritional powerhouse, really.
It really
Then
is.
you've got these enzymes like amylase and lipase,
Yes.
which I've heard
Yeah.
help break down sugars and fats,
Right.
which sounds like it'd be amazing for digestion.
Absolutely, yeah. Those enzymes are like key players in keeping your digestion running smoothly. They're kind of like little demolition crews, breaking down those complex food molecules into smaller pieces that your body can actually absorb and use.
So that's why people say it's good for your gut.
Yeah, it helps prevent all that, bloating, discomfort, and all those things nobody wants to deal with.
Right. And then there are these things called polysaccharides, which sounds super complicated.
Yeah, they're basically complex carbohydrates that play all sorts of roles in the body.
I know aloe vera has some really important ones like ace-mannan, which is supposed to be good for immune support, and then glucomannan, which is for moisture. Can you break those down a bit?
Sure. So ace-mannan is a pretty fascinating one because it can actually modulate the immune system.
Modulate. What does that actually mean?
Well, think of it as fine-tuning. Ace-mannan basically helps balance your immune response. It makes sure it's not overreacting or underreacting, like a thermostat for your immune system, keeping everything at just the right temperature for optimal function.
So it's not necessarily boosting your immune system, but more like helping it work better.
Exactly. It's all about balance.
That makes sense. What about glucomannan?
That's the moisture magnet. It attracts and holds on to water, which is why it's a rock star in skincare. It makes your skin all plump and hydrated, but it also works internally, helping your body maintain its moisture balance.
So we're starting to see how aloe vera works both inside and out.
Yeah, it's not just a topical thing, it's a whole body wellness kind of plant.
But I think everyone's most familiar with its skin-soothing powers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who hasn't reached for that aloe vera gel after a day in the sun?
Oh yeah, it's the classic sunburn remedy. But aloe's external benefits go way beyond just soothing sunburns.
Right. It's a great moisturizer, too.
Absolutely. And not just for one skin type. It's great for all of them.
Really. What makes it so good for all those different skin types?
It doesn't just add hydration, it helps lock that moisture in. It creates a protective barrier on your skin to prevent water loss. That's why it leaves your skin feeling so soft and supple.
I've also heard it's really good for wound healing.
You heard right. Aloe has been used for centuries to help heal burns, cuts, scrapes. It helps speed up the healing process and even minimizes scarring.
Seriously.
Hmm.
So the same plant that heals sunburns can help with wrinkles too,
It might sound surprising, but yes. Remember those antioxidants we were talking about?
right?
They play a big role in protecting your skin from damage caused by free radicals.
Okay, hold on. Free radicals. Remind me what those are again.
Free radicals are basically these unstable molecules that can damage your cells. It's kind of like rust on a car, and that damage can lead to, well, wrinkles, fine lines, premature aging. But the antioxidants in aloe vera are like little warriors. They neutralize those free radicals, protecting your skin from that damage and helping to maintain its elasticity and firmness.
So aloe is like a natural anti-aging superhero.
Pretty much.
Okay, so we've covered skin, but now I'm really curious about what aloe can do internally,
Oh, yeah, there's a lot to talk about.
especially for digestion, which seems to be a big one.
Absolutely. Let's delve into that next. Aloe has been known to really help soothe and support your digestive system.
Right, we talked about those enzymes that help break down food.
Exactly, yeah.
But you mentioned something about latex and aloe earlier.
Right.
And I'm guessing that's a different thing.
Yeah, so the latex is actually found in the outer leaf of the aloe plant,
Okay.
and it contains these compounds called anthraquinones.
Whoa, big word.
Yeah, they're basically what give aloe its laxative effect.
So that's why people say aloe helps with constipation.
Exactly.
But I remember you mentioning a word of caution about that.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. Pregnant women, children, people with certain health conditions should avoid it.
Gotcha.
And even if you're not in those categories, it's always a good idea to start with a small amount and see how your body reacts.
Makes sense. Like a reminder that even natural things can be, pretty powerful.
Absolutely. But beyond the latex, aloe vera's overall support of gut health is really pretty fascinating.
What's so fascinating about it?
Well, a healthy gut is about more than just digestion. It's about having a balanced microbiome.
Oh, right, the microbiome.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about that these days. What does it actually do?
Well, it's basically like this massive community of trillions of bacteria that live in your intestines.
Trillions. What?
And they're incredibly important for your overall health. I mean, these bacteria, they help you digest food, produce vitamins, support your immune system,
Seriously?
even influence your mood and brain function.
Wow. So much more than just digestion.
Right. It's pretty amazing how powerful these little guys are.
So where does aloe fit into all of this?
Studies have actually shown that aloe vera can help promote a healthy balance of those good bacteria in your gut.
Interesting.
And that can have a ripple effect on everything from your digestion and nutrient absorption to your immune function, even mental clarity.
So it's like aloe is supporting your body's natural processes.
Exactly. It's all about working with your body, not against it.
It's incredible how one plant can have such an impact on so many different systems in the body. Okay, so we've covered skin health, digestion, immune support. Is there anything aloe vera can't do?
Well, it's not a miracle cure, but it's definitely got a lot going for it. Let's talk about inflammation, for example. That's a big one these days.
Right. I've heard so much about chronic inflammation being linked to all sorts of health problems. So where does aloe fit in?
Well, aloe vera contains these things called plant sterols, which are natural anti-inflammatory agents.
Okay.
And they work to calm down your body's inflammatory response, which can be super helpful for a whole range of conditions.
So it's not just masking the symptoms, it's actually working to reduce the inflammation itself.
Exactly. And this is where things get really interesting, because chronic inflammation is linked to so many things: arthritis, heart disease, even some cancers. So while we need more research, there's a lot of potential for aloe to play a role in managing these conditions.
Wow, that's really promising. Okay, so every time we peel back a layer of aloe vera, we discover even more potential benefits. It's pretty amazing.
It really is. And we haven't even talked about hair and scalp health.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me this miracle plant is also good for your hair? Seriously?
Yep. Aloe's soothing and anti-inflammatory properties can be a game changer if you struggle with scalp issues.
Like what kind of issues?
Dandruff, itchiness, dryness, and it can also help moisturize and strengthen your hair, leaving it all shiny and manageable.
So aloe is like the ultimate multitasker. It's good for sunburn, wrinkles, digestion, inflammation, and hair. I'm certain to think there's nothing this plant can't do.
It's definitely a versatile one. But before we get too carried away with all the amazing things aloe can do, let's talk about how to actually use it effectively and safely, of course.
Right, let's get practical. What are the best ways to actually incorporate aloe into our lives?
Well, there are a few different ways you can use it, topically, internally, and you can even add it to your hair care routine.
So many options. Okay, let's break it down, starting with topical use.
The most common and easiest way to use aloe topically is in gel form.
Oh, you mean that clear, gooey stuff that's like a staple in everyone's medicine cabinet?
Exactly, and it's super versatile. You can use it as a daily moisturizer, a spot treatment for acne, a soothing balm for burns or irritation. You can even use it as a base for DIY face masks.
DIY face masks. That sounds fun. Any tips for those?
Sure, you can mix the aloe vera gel with honey. It's antibacterial and hydrating. Or cucumber. It's cooling and depuffing. Or even oatmeal for gentle exfoliation. Just blend a few things together, slap it on your face, let it sit for 10-15 minutes, and voila.
Easy peasy. What about taking aloe vera internally? I've seen aloe vera juice at the store. Is that a good option?
Aloe vera juice can be a really good way to support your digestive health and get some of those internal benefits we talked about, but it's super important to make sure you choose a juice that's specifically labeled for internal consumption.
Oh, why is that so important?
Because some aloe products are only meant for topical use, and they might have ingredients that aren't safe to drink. Also, remember the latex we talked about.
Right.
Some juices might have a higher concentration of that, so just read the labels carefully and start slow. See how you tolerate it.
Good advice. So how much aloe vera juice is a safe amount to drink?
It really depends on the individual and the concentration of the juice. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. It's best to start small, like a couple of ounces, and see how you feel. And of course, always check with your doctor, especially if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or have any health concerns.
Always good advice. Are there any other ways to take aloe vera internally?
You can add a little bit of aloe vera gel to smoothies. Just make sure it's a gel specifically for internal use. Start with a tablespoon or two.
Okay, that's a good idea. I love sneaking in extra nutrients wherever I can. All right, now for hair care. How do we work that aloe magic into our routine?
You can actually just massage the aloe vera gel right onto your scalp. Soothes any irritation or dryness. Really helpful for people with dandruff or an itchy scalp. You can also use it as a base for DIY hair masks.
Ooh, DIY hair masks. Tell me more.
You can mix aloe vera gel with coconut oil for moisture and shine, or yogurt for protein and lactic acid, help strengthen your hair and improve your scalp health.
So many possibilities. But before we get too carried away with all these amazing DIY recipes, let's talk safety. You mentioned even natural things can have side effects. What should we watch out for with aloe vera?
You're right, natural doesn't always mean 100% safe for everyone. With aloe vera, always do a patch test before you slather it all over your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin.
How do you do a patch test?
Just apply a tiny bit of the aloe vera gel to a small area of skin, like the inside of your wrist, and then wait 24 hours and see how your skin reacts. If you don't have any redness, itching, irritation, you're good to go.
Simple enough? Any other precautions?
Well, we talked about avoiding aloe vera latex during pregnancy, breastfeeding, or if you have certain health conditions.
Right.
It's also really important to be aware of potential interactions with medications.
So if you're taking any medication, it's always best to check with your doctor before you start using aloe vera internally.
Exactly. Better safe than sorry. Natural remedies can be really powerful, and it's important to use them responsibly and talk to a healthcare professional if you have any concerns.
Great advice. So it feels like we've covered a lot of ground here, from ancient history to cutting-edge science. I'm just curious, with all we've learned about aloe, where do we go from here? Is there anything left to discover about this miracle plant?
That's a great question, and honestly, the possibilities seem endless. Given its long history and, how effective it's been, I think it's safe to say that aloe vera could have even more untapped potential.
What do you mean? What else could there be to discover?
Well, think about it. This plant's been used for centuries for all sorts of things, and we're still learning about its unique properties. Who knows what future research might uncover?
That's exciting. So what we've talked about today really is just the tip of the iceberg.
Exactly. We've explored its history, all the different components, the amazing benefits for skin, digestion, immune system, and so much more.
But there's still so much more to learn.
Absolutely. The journey of discovery never really ends, does it?
Wow, I feel like my mind is officially blown.
Right. It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
This whole deep dive has been so eye-opening. I can't believe there's so much to aloe vera.
Yeah, it really makes you realize just how powerful nature can be.
It really does. And how we often overlook these simple things.
Absolutely. We tend to think of plants as, just decorations or something, but they have this incredible complexity and potential that we're only just beginning to understand.
Aloe vera is like the perfect example of that.
It really is. And who knows what other secrets are out there?
Right. What other plants are just waiting to be discovered and, have all these amazing benefits that we haven't even tapped into yet?
Exactly. And that's the beauty of science, right? There's always more to learn, more to uncover.
It's like an endless frontier.
It is. And when it comes to, using the power of nature for good, well, I think we've only scratched the surface.
I definitely feel inspired to do some more research now, see what other natural remedies are out there, what else I can incorporate into my life.
Yeah, I encourage you to do that. Keep an open mind, be curious, and just do your research. Make sure you're getting your information from reliable sources.
Absolutely. Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. And to all our listeners out there, we hope this deep dive into aloe vera has left you feeling as amazed and, well, maybe even a little obsessed as we are.
Right. Who knew this humble little plant could be so powerful and versatile?
I know. It makes you wonder if maybe sometimes the best solutions really are found right in nature.
Absolutely. And while aloe vera isn't a magical cure-all, it's definitely a pretty amazing tool to have in your wellness arsenal.
It is. So whether you're already an aloe enthusiast or you're just discovering it for the first time, we encourage you to keep learning, keep exploring.
Yeah.
See how you can bring this ancient wonder plant into your own life. Maybe you'll discover even more reasons to appreciate its incredible power.
And who knows, maybe down the road, we'll do another deep dive into aloe vera and uncover even more fascinating insights.
That's a great idea. Well, thanks for joining us on this aloe vera adventure. We'll catch you next time for another deep dive into, well, who knows what. The possibilities are endless.
They are. See then?